those players definitely, deserve the credit. They're the ones that got to make it happen. And, it's a little bit of luck is involved, too.
Sure.
That defender can be on high alert and make the mistake that he did, or he could have been out to lunch and not even bid on the backdoor pass. So you just never really know how the play is going to go down. You just give it your best effort and hope it works out.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is Eggy with the Bro Love Cast. It's March, so that means the NCAA Tournament, baby. All about March Madness right now for the Bro Love Cast. We got a lot of stories coming to you with people that are going to be participating in this very tournament. None the least, we have Casey Alexander, the head coach of Belmont University. Belmont, circle them on your brackets. Right now, Joe Lenardi, our big guest on Bro Love Cast, he has them as a 14 seed. Belmont has been a time and again perennial power, challenging to make the NCAA tournament. They just faced Murray State for the third time in the OVC championship. They actually just tied the University, Tennessee, for the most NCAA tournament berths in that state in the last 15 years. Coach Alexander comes on the podcast here with the Bro Love Cast. He shared a lot of thoughts about their game winner, that nail-biting win in the Ohio Valley Championship. We talk about a few things in terms of their senior leadership and their experience also with the sophomores that they have on their team, and basically what they can expect once the NCAA tournament rolls around. So this is, again, one of many different stories that we're going to be covering for our coverage of March Madness. Enjoy. Head coach of Belmont University, Casey Alexander, is with us. Coach, congratulations, man. You guys had a nail-biter yesterday versus a very good Murray State team in the OVC championship. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It was a heck of a game. The margin was so slim both ways. A lot of lead changes. Game was tied, and it came down to the final seconds. So purely March Madness at its best.
It's March Madness, man. The time is right. Tell me about that final play. Now, you had a back and forth. I understand you had to do a little audible when you were inbounding it. Talk to me about what was going through your head as you were inbounding to set up for that game winner.
Well, they made two free throws to go up one with about 11 seconds left, and so we raced it to midcourt and called timeout, so we have it in the front court in front of our bench. And we have a play designed, specifically for that situation, one that we haven't run all season long, and so that's why we called the timeout to run that, and then we were not able to execute it. They did a good job defending it, so we had to use another timeout and go to Plan B. Now, Plan B is a play that we've also only used in special situations. It's the one that you saw, the game winner, and so guys have run it a ton in practice. We've run it 3 or 4 times in games, maybe, and the time that we had left, the fact that we had to have some urgency about us actually helped the play. There was enough speed involved that it worked perfectly.
Well, I was watching it today and breaking it down. Adam Kunkel, it was a great cut by Tyler Scanlon, right? It seems like you have older guys that act like they've been there, right, especially in crunch time, but I was so impressed is Kunkel with that left hand going back door, man. They executed that perfectly.
Yeah, they did. You got to lead that guy quite a bit. You're going in opposite directions, so it's a difficult task. But like I said, that's one that we've run literally in every game day shoot-around practice that we have, and many more times in other practices and against ourselves and, 2 or 3 times in games or whatever. So I had confidence that the play could work. And if it didn't, then we have Adam Kunkel with the ball with 4 or 5 seconds left. He's our best scorer, and so he could improvise if it didn't work.
No, it was cool. You know what that reminded me is when Ray Allen, the Heat were playing the Spurs. Remember when Ray Allen hit that 3 in the corner? He remarks about it, even though it was such a big shot, he was like, "Yeah, I've done that a million times in my sleep, man."
Well, yeah, those players definitely deserve the credit. They're the ones that got to make it happen, and it's a little bit of luck is involved too.
Sure.
That defender can be on high alert and make the mistake that he did, or he could have been out to lunch and not even bid on the backdoor pass. So you just never really know how the play is going to go down. You just give it your best effort and hope it works out.
Yeah, and you guys are playing each other for the third time in the championship in a few years. Murray State. It's funny how you can be so intimately connected with an opponent, and something like you said, like luck boils down to the end of it. So tell me about your personnel, like a Tyler Scanlon, for instance, grad transfer from Boston U, stepping in at 17 yesterday in the OVC championship. What is he going to bring to the table as you guys gear up for March?
Yeah, our roster is pretty unique because we've got Scanlon, who's the only grad transfer we've ever had, who comes in here after scoring 1,000 points and graduating from Boston in 3 years. He's a really sharp guy.
Yeah,
he was a perfect fit for us as far as how we play and his skill set. We were a perfect fit for him. And so it was an awesome moment for me personally to see him rewarded for making that decision by making that shot that took us to the NCAA tournament. Awesome. But we're really led by 3 sophomores, Grayson Murphy, Adam Kunkel, and Nick Muzinski. They're all sophomores. They were all first-team all-conference guys. So we've got some pretty good balance across the lineup.
Absolutely. I mean, Muzinski had 25 yesterday. I mean, he's big inside. You guys were an 11 seed last year. Tell me about those guys and their experience, and what do you think, having played in Dayton and going forward to this year, will prove for them?
Yeah, it can only be beneficial. We've got a lot of returnees. I mean, we lost a first-round draft pick from that team and our second leading scorer, but we have a lot of guys that made significant contributions in that win against Temple, and then a heartbreaking last-second loss to Maryland in the next round. And so that will serve us well. It doesn't mean we don't get any credit for it, but I don't think they'll give us any points on the board as we walk in there for playing last year. But but our guys have at least been there. A lot of them have, and they'll go in there with some confidence, knowing that it can be done.
Yeah,
our opponent's going to be a really good one, though. That's the unfortunate part.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, and it's cool to see Belmont returning. I mean, growing up as a basketball fan, and then I went and played in college and played in the NCAA tournament. You got to respect this name, and the more that you guys return back to it, it just keeps getting better and better. You tell me, what are we doing on Selection Sunday, man? You guys getting together? You going to the arena? You going to your house? How are you going to do it?
Yeah, this is our 9th trip to the NCAA tournament since 2006.
Wow.
And we have kept it the same every year. Belmont really tried to do it well and invite season ticket holders and fans and students and faculty, staff, you name it. And they put on a pretty big show, and so we'll enjoy it with everybody that cares about Belmont the most right here on campus.
That's awesome, man. We'll listen. The Bro Love Cast, we'll be watching, Coach. Congratulations. And the biggest question of all, how's that Chevy Tahoe doing, man? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's running like a dream.
You got to give me.
I live about a mile and a half from home, so I'm willing to risk it as long as it'll start.
That's how I was doing doing my research for you to jump on the phone here, and I see your tweet. For the listener, I see a tweet, and Coach's truck, his front of his car is open. I was like, is this the right account here? And then that's a good way to celebrate. So I'm just happy that the car is no longer broken down, man.
Hey, we're keeping it mid-major all the way.
There you go, man. Well, listen, we're pulling for you guys. We're going to be watching on Sunday, and we can't wait to see you make another run here in March, Coach. So good luck to you.
Thanks so much. I've enjoyed it.
All right.